RTX, GTX, GPUs, RX, RTX, GTX, GPUs, RX, RTX, GTX, GPUs. RTX, GTX, GPUs, RX, RTX, GTX, GPUs, RX, RTX, GTX, GPUs, RX, RTX, GTX, GPUs, RX, RTX, GTX, GPUs.
Yo, what's up, everyone? What is going on with the crypto market right now? Oh my gosh, are you guys seeing this? What's up, guys? Everybody pack in here. We're going to have some fun on this one. Holy crap. What is up? James Zilla, what's up? FC, yo. Brandon, what's up? Kelly, Kevin, Yuval, what is up? Oh my gosh, what is happening right now? This is crazy. BTC is going nuts. What's up, Sandman? Let me just post on Twitter that I'm live. Maybe we'll get some more people in here as we get started. This is crazy. I was about to start this stream and I had, as you can see, Coin 360 up here, and I was like, is this broken? What is happening? What is up? Thanks for everybody being here. It's late night Sunday where I'm from, but I haven't done one of these in a while. Status Flow, what's up? Thanks for being here. Wow. This is crazy. What up? Throughout the stream, I got just like kind of chill stream. Michael, what's up? Any questions you got, just tag me at Red Fox Crypto. Anything is on the table. When you want to talk crypto, you want to talk mining. I can't believe this. This is crazy. Let's look at these charts. What just happened? Look at oh my God. What is happening? I don't know what I just did. I don't really know. Let's see. Crypto, Bitcoin, USD, Coinbase. There we go. Look at this pump. Look at this. We went up. We almost hit 40K. Wow. Wow. What's up, everybody? FC, what is your mining power right now? If just Ethereum, I was actually just looking because I had almost all my cards that can mine Ethereum online. I was at 2.5 gigahash, which is a new all-time high for me on Ethereum. Cheers, everyone. By the way, I don't know if you brought a beverage, but I got some scotch right here. Wow, this is crazy. Let's check out Ethereum. Hopefully, it's not too far behind. Check out the trading view. And let's do Ethereum USD on Coinbase. That's nuts. A little Sunday night party right here. So Ethereum, obviously not as crazy as Bitcoin, but still. Obviously, that's going to be hitting our mining profits. Alex, what's up? Alex King, yo, what's up? Samir, thanks for being here. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Kelvin, question. Are you still getting 3070s even if they're on a light hash rate? All my 3070s that I have 13 right now. It's actually one in this computer that I'm using for this stream, which is funny because this machine had my 1080 in it for a little while because it wasn't mining. And that was my first mining GPU ever, but I switched over to a 3070. So they're all not light hash rate. And actually, like, my mindset right now, I was going to talk about this, is if a non-light hash rate card picks up, man, I'm all over that. 3080, 3070, 3060 Ti, I really doubt, unless you get the Founders Edition, which some people recently have been very lucky to get from Best Buy. Mining Office, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here. I had a great weekend. I hope you did too. Everybody, Mining Office is in here. He's a new crypto YouTuber. Posted a new video today. I checked it out. Recommend heading over there. What's up? FC from France. Thanks for being here, man. So yeah, LHR cards. If a non-LHR card pops up, I'm all over it at this point. This is crazy. This is nuts. Which they're not popping up as frequently anymore, and there's just, you can go on what is it? I don't know if I feel like doing all the captcha stuff, but Zotac Store. Right there they have LHR 3070s I've seen pop up. What am I doing? Trucks. I've seen 3070 LHR pop up. And I can't multitask this. I have to focus. And I actually just saw the first 3080s pop up that were LHR. And I haven't really seen many of those. And I actually just got a 3080 probably like 2 weeks ago from Amazon. And a Tough, I posted about it on Twitter, which is a really sick card. And it's not LHR. And the first 3080s that I saw pop up that were on, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this website. I bought a bundle from here. I don't know the exact website. Yeah, Ant Online. They do like silly bundles for EVGA. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Let's see. Yeah, they do like these EVGA bundles. Let's see. I've already given up. And you have to buy like a display with it, a processor with it, a keyboard with it. So I got one of those, and it was a 3070, which was not LHR. But when they recently posted a bundle, I was checking the product numbers for EVGA cards, and it turns out that the 3080s that they were listing were the LHR 3080s. And this is one thing you gotta be mindful of. I posted it in my Discord, how to tell, because each manufacturer is a little bit different. And we'll talk about the 3060s too, because those are completely different. But if you see KL, if I remember right, KL is light hash rate. If you see that at the end, and KR is not light hash rate. So just be really mindful that when you're shopping around for all the different manufacturers, like Gigabyte will list them as version 2. If you look at their GPUs. So like, here we go. Anything that you see that's revision 2, like on this 3080 right here, is a light hash rate card. That's how they label them. Every manufacturer doing something a little different. Some of them have it in part numbers. Some of them have it in product names. Some do revision 2 or version 2. So just be really careful when you're buying stuff, and be like, if you're still looking to get GPUs, which, I mean, maybe it's gonna get a little crazy again with these prices. If you're still looking to get GPUs, then I would jump on anything that you see pop up at a decent price, which for me is MSRP price. That is not a version 2 or light hash rate card. In my opinion, that's what I'm looking to do. And then so the 3060s are a whole different story. So there's the original release of the 3060, which the 3060 was always supposed to be a light hash rate nerfed card for Ethereum. Obviously, NVIDIA messed up, released a development driver. So they felt no responsibility to rebrand the 3060 or tell any of the the board partners to do anything different with their product packaging or labeling. So they're just the same. Like EVGAs, for example, 3060. They never changed part numbers as far as I know. It's just always been, see, it's KR on the end. But they will have a different ID number if you pull it up, for example, in GPU-Z. And you can tell, I think it's, if it ends in a 3, it's not the light hash rate. And if it ends in a 4, then it's the new light hash rate card, which I get it from NVIDIA's standpoint. It was always supposed to be nerfed and they messed up, but there you go. So just be mindful of what you're picking up if you're really still looking to get on the Ethereum train at this point. Let's see. Check in with this chat. And yeah, guys, just at me, at Red Fox Crypto in the chat, or just throw questions up there. I don't have too much planned. I want to talk a little bit about what the title is, which is, it's not just all about Ethereum. So we'll get to that too, but this is just super chill. So I'm happy to answer any questions, and I'll fill you in on what I was up to tonight, give you a little sneak preview of a video coming up. Samir, what are you mining with your light hash rate rig right now? All right, so sneak peek time. So I just built, a couple hours ago, I just built my 6x3070 Ti rig, because I have 8 or 9 3070 Ti's right now. And then I have some 3080 Ti's as well. And I got, and also, I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I got one of the new 3060s. Figure I'll see what it does on Ravencoin and stuff, because I heard it can be a little finicky on Ergo and Ravencoin, even though it's not supposed to be limited on those, but maybe I'll make a video on that soon. But anyway, so I just finished my 6x3070 Ti rig, and I'll answer this for Ali, hope I'm saying that right, as well in the chat, is I'm going to put that on Ravencoin right now. And why? A couple reasons why. First, I'm personally a fan of Ravencoin. I remember I was there like the minute that project launched. Like I was there. I didn't mine the first block, but I was there trying to mine the first block of that project, and just really being part of that community was really cool during the bear market. And that was one of the first cryptocurrencies I was a part of from the beginning, and mined, on and off over the years. I think they're a little bit not in the spotlight because of what, Ethereum has just pulled every miner towards it. So they're not so much in the spotlight. I haven't seen a lot of buzz. I've seen a lot of people starting to talk more and more about it as EIP 1559 is coming up, et cetera, et cetera. But Ravencoin had a lot going for it back in the day. There's a lot of hype. And I think, as far as they have a proven track record of supporting GPU miners, they've switched their algorithm once. They were X16R, and then went to Kapow. So I really like that project. I need to see what they have going on development-wise. Just like Ethereum, obviously, it's going to be a world computer, right? That's like its goal. It's got smart contracts. It's got a lot. It's got a lot of development behind it, which makes you feel really good about its long-term viability in the cryptocurrency world and the greater world beyond. That makes you feel good to invest in it by mining and buying GPUs and all that. I want to feel the same way about another project. One of them that I definitely do is Flux. I've talked about them before. You guys can check them out. But Raven is, I think, where they're going to land. They take a lot of power, man. And like, I think there's going to be, I think I'll do one, but there's a lot of people in the community that are going to make some videos on the power that Ravencoin takes, just to make sure you're all very prepared if you switch over, that you're not burning out PCIe splitters and risers or any of that stuff, because you've been power limited on Ethereum, you know, this whole time, especially if you're new to all this. And it's going to be a whole different game when your GPUs aren't taking, you know, 120 watts, but maybe are taking 200 watts mining Ravencoin. So Ravencoin is where I'm going to land. So I'll tell you another reason why is that they have a halving coming up. So let's pull that up. So they follow, I think they follow the Bitcoin halving schedule. So in January 2022, which isn't too far away, the first halving in Ravencoin's history is going to take place, and the block reward will drop from 5,000, which it currently is right now. If you win a block on the Ravencoin blockchain, you get 5,000. Then you're only going to get 2,500. And then it'll have again beyond that and beyond that, beyond that. So what that has meant for Bitcoin is price increase because less supply. So I think I'm going to play that at least for a little while and accumulate more Ravencoin and play that halving that's coming up. Beyond that, the other thought I had was whatever's profitable on NiceHash, just throw the rig on there and stack some more BTC, stack some sats, and that might be Ergo, that might be something else. Whatever is most profitable, feel one way or another about NiceHash based on their history. It's still, as a miner, the easiest way to accumulate Bitcoin, in my opinion. Let's check out this market. What are we doing? All right, we're settling down a little bit. That was crazy. Settling down a little bit. Down. Man, I can't believe that. I wonder where we're going to settle this. That was nuts, dude. That was nuts. All right, what else we got going on? Let's see what questions we got in the chat. Ask me anything you want. Just tag me at RedFoxCrypto if you can. Makes it nice and easy for me to see. Let's see. Oh, and if you guys do me a favor, hit that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm recommend me, which is cool. Michael, are you into DeFi with all your Ethereum profits? If so, what are you into? I need to do some more here, and I want to do some videos on it. But I'll tell you what I'm currently doing, and this is going to be really important for anybody that's just hodling or holding on to stuff that they've been mining. You got to get those coins working for you. So if you think about passive income, right? That's what we're here to do. We're here to make passive income, have some fun while we're doing it, be part of this great community, and maybe be able to buy a yacht one day. At least that's my goal. But so if your mining rigs are churning away, bringing in passive income, bringing in Ethereum, whatever else that you're mining, you can then take those rewards and put them to work and have them generate more cryptocurrency for you. And that's where decentralized finance or centralized finance come in. And I've talked about this before, probably in the last live stream, but it's been a month. So for me right now, I want to dive in more, but I'll tell you the things I'm currently doing. I had been doing actually for a while, and it's still in there. I have some Ethereum in Uniswap, which is a little bit of a learning curve if you haven't explored it before. But essentially, I'll give you the quick on it, is you get to provide liquidity to an exchange. So you can take your one Ethereum, for example, and put it into a liquidity pool on Uniswap, and other people can use it to trade. And as a reward for doing that, you get paid some of the transaction fees that they are charged. In the past, they've done liquidity mining, which I was a part of, but right now, as far as I know, and they're on like Uniswap v3 right now, which I don't know much about, but you can essentially send your Ethereum to that smart contract. And there's a whole separate conversation here about trust and all that we're not going to get into right now, but you send your Ethereum to that smart contract, And in reward, you will get part of the transaction fees in proportion to the amount of Ethereum that you've lent to the overall pool. And it may, if you're putting 1 ETH, it might not be a lot compared to what's in there, but just let it sit there, right, and accumulate. That's what I've done, and I'm not complaining about the amount of fees that I've generated over. It's probably, I don't know, 8 months now. I've had some sitting in there. So beyond that, I did crypto.com in the past. That centralized finance. It was okay. Just lock up some Ethereum on their app, and you get paid in a reward. And then the other one I do is Celsius, which is another centralized finance. It's an app. I have some Ethereum in there. And then honestly, probably my favorite one right now is Coinbase. I converted some ETH to ETH2, and that's generating interest, and I'm really enjoying that. So yeah, that's that. Let me know what you guys are doing in the chat. Are you putting any of your Ethereum or other mined cryptocurrency to work? Is it generating you interest? Is it are you just hodling it using CeFi, DeFi? I'm curious to hear from you guys because I know there's quite a lot to the DeFi space, and I've certainly only scratched the surface. All right, going back. How are you even finding cards at MSRP? Even retailers that have scalper prices. Psych 101. Yo, straight up, I have videos on this. I use a bot called Stellar, and I use a bot called Nova. I don't know. I have them running on a server right now, but I use those bots, and that's how I get GPUs. It's still hard, but if you want to compete and get GPUs without standing in line at Best Buy or Micro Center or paying scalp prices, got to get a bot. And obviously there's an upfront cost and a huge learning curve. And if you have any questions, just hit up my Discord and we can chat in there. Mining office, without accounting for Ethereum, what do you think about the 1660 Super versus the TI? TI seems more well-rounded for Raven or Ergo, let's say. What do you prefer overall? Overall, I prefer the 1660 Ti. If you're just talking about Ethereum, classically, because of the price of those two GPUs, which was $269 was the original MSRP for the 1660 Ti, and $229 was the original MSRP for the 1660 Super. At the time, when there was the Ti first and then the Super came a little later, it just made sense to get the Super if you were mining Ethereum, because I think it's the core clock is not as high or doesn't have as much CUDA cores or whatever it is. On the 1660 Super, they boosted the RAM a little bit. Long term, as far as what GPU is going to be able to pivot and mine other algorithms better, it's going to be the Ti. So what I would do if I was in that situation is really just look at what prices I can get them at, where the Ethereum timeline is for when it's going to go to EIP 1559 or the merge, which turns off proof of work, and just decide where your break even might be faster depending on the price that you get the GPU at. If you're just thinking about what is going to be a better GPU to have post Ethereum merge on those two, it's definitely the Ti. I mind a lot of Zcoin. It does really well on, which is called Firo now. Raven it does well on. So yeah, let's keep this chart up in case some wildness happens. Let's see what else. Jeffrey, Red Fox Crypto, are you holding Raven as of right now? Absolutely. I think I sold a little Raven. I traded it and got more back a little while ago, but I have all the original Ravencoin that I've ever mined. Wish I would have sold it when it went. What did it go to? Went to like 20 cents at some point. That was pretty wild. Yeah. Oh, even higher. What did it go to? 28 cents. But yeah, Raven, let's see, that launched here. So I've mined it on and off this whole time. And then I switched everything over to Ethereum when Ethereum got crazy. But yeah. Yo, Max Voltage, thanks for being here, man. Nice stream you had earlier. Max Voltage is the new owner of 3 graphics cards, thanks to his lovely wife who got them from Best Buy. Super jealous, man, but I'm glad you got those. Let's see what else in chat. Let's keep going here. You guys are asking a lot of good questions. Kelvin, I'm guessing you're going to mine through EIP 1559 until they totally kill ETH proof of work. Yeah, as long as Ethereum is the most profitable coin. If EIP 1559 comes and there's like a balance out of what's profitable and everything's maybe really close, or there's some other coins that come out a little bit more profitable, I may make a little bit of a different decision what I want to do. But if Ethereum is number one, let's just check in on what to mine, right? If Ethereum is number one on what to mine, which it is for, this isn't even all my GPUs anymore. I have to fix all that, but as long as Ethereum remains number one up here, then that's where I'll be. But if there comes a time that maybe Ergo is number one, then maybe I move to that and exchange it for Ethereum or exchange it for BTC. But all my non-light hash rate cards will be sticking on Ethereum for now. And that's why it's actually kind of nice to have some 3070 Ti's, 3080 Ti's. Gives me like an excuse to go spec mine some other things. So I'm excited about that. K-Spec 2001, are you holding till Ethereum BTC go up more? BTC I just hold. I have like, that's just hold for the long term. I have no target goals on when to sell that. Ethereum, I use a little bit differently. Ethereum is a long-term hold. It's also, wanting to have a node, and it's also how I pay myself, right? It's my wage. I don't really pay myself, but I pay off my GPUs. So I've talked about this before. My strategy, which I actually just changed it, but it was every Friday I sell 40% of the Ethereum that I've mined that week, and I hold the rest. When I went through the bear market, I just held everything. I sold a little bit as it went up, but I still have for me, it's a nice amount of Ethereum mining through that whole bear market that I still feel good having that long-term hold. So as I mine now, having invested in more hardware, I want to make sure I pay that off. So what I do is I still want to hold some, but I also want to make sure I'm cashing out and paying off those GPUs. So actually this last Friday, I just upped it to 50%. So I sell 50% of what I mine every week, and then I hold 50% as far as Ethereum goes. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for Ravencoin. I'll probably just hold it. Let's see what else we got in this chat. Cool. All right, let's see. How do you keep track of all your wallets? And well, hardware wallet, as mining office said, I use hardware wallet for my long-term holds. Use a ledger. I've had that for years. No complaints. And then I trust Coinbase for anything that's where I deposit all my mining into for Ethereum. It deposits into Coinbase. That way I can cash out my 50%. Not financial advice, by the way. Pick your own strategy. My situation is different than yours. Pick what works for you. I'm lucky enough to be in a position where I can have GPUs pay off other GPUs. You may just be getting into this. You may have to make different decisions for yourself. But yeah, everything pays out to Coinbase, and I sell some there, and then I hold some there, and then I transfer some to my ledger for long term. But yeah, that's my strategy. Just try to keep it really simple, because there was some point, like especially when you get into spec mining, which many of you, if you're new, may have not done yet, but over the last 4 years, you get kind of crazy. Like you mine a new coin every week, and each coin has a different wallet, and you just go insane. And you can't keep track of any of it, and then God help you when tax season comes. So I've definitely focused and simplified my approach, and this last bull run has helped because you're just straight up mining Ethereum the whole time. Andreas managed to hit ROI last week. Dude, congratulations. That must feel awesome, man. So, of course, now you're looking to buy some more GPUs. You're at 700 mega hash by aiming at 1 giga hash. Nice, dude. That's going to feel really good. Congrats on that ROI, man. That is awesome. Psych 101, what's a good benchmark price for the 3070 Ti? EVGA has them at the best MSRP, I think. Let's see, 3070. Yeah. So if you can get, I got on the notify list really early, like 1 minute. That's how I got a bunch of these. I got every single one of these 3070 Ti's. But yeah, these are the absolute best MSRP prices. Other ones like the MSI, you'll see in the upcoming video on the 3070 Ti. I think the MSI was like $1,000. The Zotac was like, what was the Zotac? It was probably like $1,000 too. It's not even on here. Where is it? Yeah, it's $1,000. Silly. That's silly. Should have got that one, but I got two of these. What was I gonna do? Let's see. So yeah, that's 3070 Ti. So if you can get this at, just say you got the $600 one. I'm curious. So let's go over to GPUs. I don't know how accurate what to mine is with the 3070 Ti's right now. We'll check it out. So on Raven, what's it saying it does? 35 mega hash at 230. I think it does more than that. I have a video on it, but I can't remember. We'll just say 35 at 230. And say you spent, what did I say? Say you spent, I'll just say 650 with like taxes and stuff. And say you paid 10-cent electric rate. Yeah, break even 190 days. Buy that GPU. Like, that's that's killer. That's absolutely killer. 190 days is real good. And like when I think that should be before the merge on Ethereum, which means you still have time before that whole spread of hash rate happens, you know, and dominates other coins. And I think that's going to be some rough times, guys. So, woo, hold on tight for that. Jeffrey Liu, Raven might grow in price when everybody moves over. I hope so, man. That's the play. I think it's going to be a little rough though for quite a little while. I think we're going to be in for some tragic times, and there's going to be a huge shakeout. I think I'm no expert in this, but just thinking about what could happen, you know, we have the great times right now. We're still in the great times. And then Ethereum at some point is going to do this merge, and then that's going to be the dark times. That's going to be a big shakeout of miners. And the people that have really great electricity rates, I'm not one of them, by the way, are going to be able to stick with it. And others of us are going to have to decide to turn off rigs and buy cryptocurrency because it's more cost effective to do that. And then I think we'll hit some kind of equilibrium at some point, and GP mining will come back to the glory days again. It's hard to see it playing out any other way. The only other thing I was thinking about is, so this whole time I've been thinking about, and I think a lot of people have been talking about this on YouTube. BBT's been talking about this for months now. Bits be tripping, is like the spread of hash rate to all these other cryptocurrencies. That's the way I've been thinking about it, is that's what's going to happen. But the thing Ergo got me thinking about is, what if there is some cryptocurrency that comes out, maybe it's Ergo, maybe it's something else, and just instead of it being a spread, the price of that coin just goes berserk, and it almost like slots in Ethereum's place as far as GPU mining hash rates go. I don't know. That seems a little wild, but I guess it could happen. I never really thought about it. Let me know what you guys think. The other thing that I was watching, I actually suggest you guys check it out. I'm gonna pull it up. I won't play it, but just so you can see it. Bitsby Trippin went to what was it? Miners Disrupt, Mining Disrupt. It was this video. And come on. one of the guys said in here who's been around the space for a little while, is one of the guys on the panel here, was that there's essentially always been a GPU mined coin in the number 2 slot behind Bitcoin. And I was like, huh. You know, because in the early days, you could mine, obviously you could, first of all, you could mine Bitcoin on a GPU way back when, before my time. And then Script was another algorithm. I think that's Litecoin. You could mine with a GPU, and that was in the number 2. And so what I wound up doing was, on CoinMarketCap here, you can go back to some historical snapshots. I mean, we can look, right, 2013, April 28th. Look at that Bitcoin price. Woo! Imagine that. Ethereum wasn't even around yet. It didn't exist. But you can go back. Let's just pick one. And you can see, like, that is essentially true. Like, Bitcoin's there. Litecoin's right under it. I think XRP went up, taking over at some point. But there's been some different algorithms. I think Dash may have gotten there at some point and was at the number 2 spot over the years, and that was a GPU mineable coin. Obviously, both the Script algorithm and Dash algorithm have both been overtaken by ASICs. But there's essentially always been a GPU mineable coin in spot number 2. That, for me, doesn't mean that, like, Ethereum's going to get thrown out of its 2 spot. I don't think that's going to happen, even with the move to proof of stake. But I don't know, it's just like an interesting thing that I didn't know historically. And it got me thinking that there's like something to be said about this whole GPU mining community really pushing a coin up to that number 2 spot over time. So we'll see. All right, let's catch up on this chat. Sorry, talking a lot. Having fun. I haven't done a live stream in a month. Glad you guys are here. Let's see. Andy Ha, what PDU do you recommend for 220, 240 volt? I'm trying to expand. It's I think I have it. Do I have it linked in my videos? The PDU, it's the same one that you see all the crypto miners use. That's how I found out about it. Let's see. Yep, here. This is it. Triplite is the exact one. It's got meters on it, so this is nice. The 2 different banks, you can see how many amps it's pulling, which is actually just recently come in handy as I'm trying to balance out my power, because I'm really getting close to maxing out these 30 amps on there. So this is the one I recommend. It works really well. I've had no complaints. Everybody likes it. So yeah, I'd recommend that one. Daniel Ruiz, do you have yourself as a business or hobby for taxes? I do it as a business. Check on these prices too. Man, killer. Crypto Michael, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it, buddy. K-Spec, I'm new to all this. Got my 4th GPU today. Congrats, dude. Zotac 3070 Hollow Black. That is the exact card that I have in this PC right now. That card is sick. That card is sick. Congrats, dude. Oh, yeah. It's good, man. That's awesome. Ben, man, thoughts on Raven's halving? I just talked about that. Maybe you missed it, man. Yeah, I'm playing that for sure. That's where my 3070 Ti's are going to live on for a while. Let's see what else. Tim Lynch, let's talk about the rough times. I'm definitely trying to prepare for that, but never been through a bear market as a miner. I don't want to talk about it, man. That's like, it's like you don't want to talk about the bad times. I don't want to jinx it. No, it's all good, man. Listen, it's hard. I have a video on it on my channel from a few months ago. It's very difficult. It's very hard, man. You're here. I'll just sum it up in a couple of things. One, you're going to be fighting with, should I just turn off my rigs? Because that's how low profitability is. I'm talking like my 1070 Ti's are making like 1 cent a day. It's crazy. And then the second thing you're going to fight is like GPUs are available and they're really cheap. And you're going to see like 1070 Ti's at the time were going for $200. Used 1660 Ti's you could get for $189, $199 used. RX 580s, the 4 gigs were under 100, like $80. 8 gigs were like a little over $100. Obviously, at those times you get the 5700s. I was picking up 5700s NXTs for like 350, 400 from Amazon warehouse. So like you're like, man, this is crazy because I shouldn't be buying these GPUs because they make no money. Yet this is also the exact best time to buy GPUs. So man, it's tough, man. You gotta believe in the long term. That's all I'll keep saying. Believe in the long term. Tim Lynch, is Zotac legit dropping right now? Should we check? Should I buy a GPU right now? Just no way. Get in the queue. Let's see. Hey, yo, have you explored solar panels? I can't get them, man. I can't get them where I live because my house, I have a ranch, and it's got like these 3 200-year-old oak trees. Oh man, Zotac legit is dropping. Hey, I might have a chance. 2,821. I got a 3070 being 2,000 one day. Just hung with it. So we'll let that ride. But yeah, I got these really old oak trees. I just can't bring myself to take them down because they shade my entire roof. I think it's the next house. The next house I'll have to do it. Samir, how do you earn with ETH 2.0 on Coinbase? You got to sign up for it, and then you get invited, and then you just convert your Ethereum to ETH 2, and you can, I guess, stake it. Thing is, like, once you convert to ETH 2, it stays there until the merge happens. No, until Ethereum goes to ETH 2, or until Coinbase opens up trading on ETH 2. So if you convert any of it, no, you can't touch it until those things happen. What's considered a good electric rate? Yours is 11 cents a bead. Just thinking really big picture, you got places that are up 30, 50 cents, and you got places as low as like 5 cents residentially. When you get to like commercial miners that have like, Bitcoin mining farms and all that, they're paying like 3-4 cents. So that's like the scale, right? I think the average probably in the US where I'm from is around 10, 11 cents, to give you an idea. So you're probably on the border of like when things get hard, you might be, if history repeats itself, you might be toying with, man, maybe I should turn stuff off and just buy the coins. But who knows what the future brings, right? I just know that this stuff typically works in cycles, but this year's been a little different considering the whole pandemic and shortage of silicon and all that. Where am I at this queue? Line is paused. That's not a good sign. Tim Lynch, number 229 in that queue. Good luck, man. Let us know what you get. Let us know what you get. Would you build a 3060 Ti LHR card rig if you could get it for retail price? What is retail on those? Let's see what EVGA is selling them for. 3060 Ti's are still like unicorns out there. It's like the white Strix. If I could get them for $499, I'd buy them. Yep, I would. All right, let's see what else. Gideon, what are your thoughts on CPU mining? This machine has a 3900X on it that I've mined Monero on, and it's that CPU's paid itself off and then some, and that's just been on and off mining. Beyond that, Ravencoin is another CPU mineable project that I had been a fan of in the past. I haven't kept up with them much lately. I still hold a bag of it though. So this is another one. I mined this with my FPGA for quite a while before they changed algorithms. ABMNS Production. What's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Appreciate the support as always. K-Spec, what do you plan to buy in the queue on EVGA? I'm on the queue for a non-LHR 3060 Ti. I don't think that's going to happen. And I'm in the queue for some more 3070 Ti's and 3080 Ti's. And we'll see if those pop up, what I decide to do. Because the good thing is just the EVGA MSRPs are so much cheaper. I'm not sure if it's because they're manufactured in, beyond China or what it is, but like an $1199 3080 Ti compared to a $2,000 Zotac 3080 Ti, I think it's really good. And you just got to do the math on that. And the math that I'm thinking about, and Max Voltage was talking about, shout out Max on this in his live stream earlier, is think about the time scale, whether you're mining Ethereum or not. Think about the time scale for when the merge will happen and proof of work will turn off on Ethereum. Because whether you're mining Ethereum or not, that is going to impact your break even and your profitability as the spread of hash rate happens. So think about that timeline, right? They said later this year, early next year. Honestly, we're in what? Almost in August. I don't think it's happening this year. Ethereum devs have been behind at every corner. So even if you just say first quarter next year, take that timeline. What is that? 6 months, 7, 8 months. Can you break even on your GPU in that time? The other way I look at it is, can I break even on that GPU considering its resale value as well in that time? And if you can do that and you have the money to invest and you believe in this stuff long term, then all you're really worried about is the current market price. Because if the market price drops, then your ROI is going to go down big time. Well, your ROI is going to go up big time. Your profitability will go down and you're up big time. And that's the only thing you have to worry about. And right now, like we were just looking at Ravencoin. I mean, I'm in that time frame, or I'm really close to that time frame. And that's not even considering the resale value of that GPU. So that's why I still feel good about getting new hardware, because I'm just looking at that calendar date of when Ethereum will turn off proof of work, and that's when things are going to get really messy. Thanks again, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. Sunday night chill stream. Again, just throw any questions if you can. If you're on a desktop, just tag me at Red Fox Crypto. I know mobile doesn't really work well, but I'll answer any questions you got. Thanks for the kind words, Status Flow. Appreciate that. Thanks, Ben, man. Thanks, Braxton. Love the channel. Keep the good work. I appreciate that, dude. I really appreciate that, man. That means a lot to me. This I don't have a lot of time in my day to do this stuff, and so those kind words keep me feeling good, so I appreciate it. So anyway, the title of this video, as we're, like 50 minutes in, was it's not all about Ethereum, and I think I've hit some of that mark, but really where that stemmed from is I was getting a little frustrated. We talked about this on my Discord a little bit, and guys, hop in my Discord if you haven't. Actually, can I pop an invite in here? Is that going to work in the chat? I think I have the ability to do that. We were talking about this in my Discord, which is cool. Let's try this. Join my Discord if you're not in there. I do giveaways and stuff. I've been posting like some stuff on the 3070 Ti's and 3080 Ti's. I've been picking up on YouTube and Twitter, and everybody is so stuck that comments on, well, it can't mine Ethereum good. That's all everybody talks about. It's like, well, why are you buying these? It can't mine Ethereum. It can't mine Ethereum. It can't mine Ethereum. And I get it if you've gotten into this space, we'll say probably since like late last year, maybe September, October timeframe, like that's all you've mined. That's all you know. You may just be sticking your rig on NiceHash and just mining away, or you may just be mining Ethereum straight, with T-Rex miner. That's all you've known. And you really haven't had to expand since then. And that's fine. That's just the world of mining that you grew up in. And it's there's a lot more out there than that, right? And so when I think about all those comments of, kind of like down talking the 3070 Ti's and 3080 Ti's or any of the LHR cards, like, guys, there's more out there than Ethereum. And like, my advice to you is to start really getting familiar with some of those projects, because that knowledge will be really, really valuable to you in the very short future. And for a lot of us that have been in this for the last few years or longer, we've just been forced to gain that knowledge because there wasn't always a clear most profitable cryptocurrency. And believe it or not, like Ethereum was not the most profitable cryptocurrency to mine for a long time on NVIDIA cards specifically, and Ravencoin for some times is more profitable. Zcash was more profitable. Zcoin was more profitable, or they were all really close. You just take your pick and do whatever you want. So then you're like forced, what to mine is like, hey, Ravencoin's the most profitable coin. And you might just be like, I don't even know what that is, so I better go figure it out. And you go learn. You learn the algorithm. You join the Discord. You find about the project. Is it worth your time? And you're just kind of really put in that place during a bear market in mining. And so that's why it all seems a little crazy to me is when people are like, what about if like you can't mine Ethereum? Why are you buying these GPUs? They're terrible. It's like, well, it's not just about this one. There are really fantastic cryptocurrency proof of work projects that exist beyond Ethereum, and I'll mine those all day with a 3070 Ti, for example, especially considering the fact that I can still break even on those GPUs before the merge happens. It just makes, in my mind, I could be totally crazy. You guys let me know. It makes business sense to me to do that. And as far as like long-term belief in a lot of these cryptocurrencies, it makes sense to me that way too. Ben, man, you're funny, dude. Capture has a backwards L. Oh, man. I don't know if I'm going to make it in Zotac queue tonight. I hope you have a better luck, Tim. Let's see. Let's catch up on this. Pico, good question. So when Ethereum is gone, why wouldn't other coins like Raven or Ergo fill that market share? Or we just don't know what will happen? We just don't know, man. That's a speculative play right now. Is like there's never been, like, Ethereum is the most GPU mined coin period in history all time. And so when that turns off, I mean, what you're looking at, I'm over on 2 miners here. This is where I like looking at difficulty and network hash rate. So you're looking all time, right? This is the amount, essentially, the amount of miners on the network. Man, look at that going back up. I guess that's the China ban, and then we're rising again. All of these miners, BBT has done like some math on this, like how many 3080s this would be, just to like put it in some real crazy perspective. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but they all got to move somewhere. And what has to happen for mining to have any chance is the prices of all of the other proof of work coins. They just have to go up in order to take in all those miners, or a new champion must emerge and have like just a crazy, like insane run up in price to take in all that hash rate and just essentially replace Ethereum. That's it, man. And it's like, I've talked about this as like running this as like a business, as a miner. It's like, man, what is going to happen? What am I going to have to do looking at this as somebody who loves cryptocurrency and is just fascinated by it and so in for it to the long term, in for it for the long term, I'm just like, I can't wait to watch this happen. So I'm like constantly fighting the business miner and like the like enthusiast miner that just loves this stuff, and I'm just gonna sit back and watch it unfold, and it's just gonna be fascinating. Nothing like this is ever happened in history in my mind. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Have you tried solo mining at all? I have. I did solo mining with my FPGA, but never my GPUs, and I'm currently at 2.5 gigahash on Ethereum. What else? Let's see. Yeah, imagine Raven hits $1. I've done that math. I have like spreadsheets of all my holdings of cryptocurrency, and I have this one fun spreadsheet where it's like this is the amount of each coin I have, and then if it hits this price, this is the amount of USD I would have. It's fun, man. It's fun putting that in there, just thinking about those what ifs. Let's see. What else? Yeah, it's a good point. ABMNS production. Problem with Kapow is that it's not an efficient proof of work algorithm like ethash, etc hash, autolycus, I believe it's pronounced. It's true. And I think, it's built on ProgPow, and the foundation of ProgPow was to level the playing field. So just quick history lesson in case you weren't around for this. I might pronounce her name wrong, but Christy Lee Minahan, I think I'm saying that right, was the, I guess maybe like lead developer, or at least was really pioneering an algorithm called ProgPow, Progressive Proof of Work, I believe is what it stood for. And was really pioneering Ethereum to use this to just get rid of their ASIC miners. It was actually a really difficult time, as a miner, because they just didn't want to do it. Ethereum just didn't care. They didn't want to do it. They did an audit on it and everything, and it really seemed like it was getting traction. And this is like, when you think about like moments in history of mining, this is like a pretty big moment where the entire community was like, switch to ProgPow. All the GPU miners want this, and we've helped build Ethereum to where it is. And Ethereum, they didn't go for it. So then Ravencoin took ProgPow, tweaked it a little bit, and that's where Kapow came from. But the whole thought behind ProgPow was to level the playing field. So it wasn't going to kick out ASICs. It was just going to make them not so much more efficient than GPUs. It was going to, I guess the way I'll say it is, it's going to level the playing field in terms of efficiency for mining. So, which is fantastic. So what wound up happening is that Ravencoin looked at that algorithm, made some tweaks, and wound up taking it over. And I think that's the reason that it's not an efficient algorithm, and you're going to run your GPUs at a higher wattage. That's why when it first came out, people were like burning. If they were running off SATA, they were burning all their SATA cables connected to their risers. If you are using SATA, and you're in this chat right now, please just don't do it. And if you need to know why, just please watch my powering GPU mining risers safely video. Especially thinking ahead to if you're going to mine Ravencoin at any point. People were burning splitters that weren't high quality. It was a bad time. Where am I at in this queue? I'm not going to make it. Let's see, what else? What else in the chat here? Only a $1,800 3080 Ti left on Zotac. All right, we're done. I wonder what they even had. We're done with that. Prices, Ethereum, Bitcoin looks like it's going back up after that. Let's see. Yeah, so I had that crazy run, dipped down, went up, kind of leveling off here. Good to see. Base Rar, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here. I didn't see you in here. Appreciate it, man. See, throw any other questions you got for me in the chat here, and I will do my best to answer them. It's kind of our chill stream. See, my light turned off behind me because it hit 10 o'clock. So we're gonna have to fix that. Here we go. Peacock. So about market share and placing Ethereum, is it the price of the coin that has to go up or more liquidity? Price of the coin. Brings up a good point though. It is the price of the coin, but one of the things to look for is liquidity when you're picking maybe another coin to spec mine. So you can look at this on what to mine. You can see the liquidity and the volume that's being traded. So like Ethereum right now it's the volume is 8,000, over 8,000 Bitcoin has been traded. And you can see Ravencoin is really good volume, 80 Bitcoin. But then you can see like Ergo is not a lot, 7, 0, 5. So sometimes what happens when coins don't have a lot of volume, it can be hard to sell them. The prices can fluctuate a lot. That's why you look at Ravencoin, there's a lot of stability there because of the market volume and liquidity that it has and the types of exchanges that it's listed on. So I guess it's like more of a safer bet than maybe some of the others, in my opinion. Base for, have you tested vertical mount on your cards at all? I've not, man. They're all always on Veta frames. Some goblin loser. Yo, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Did you see the huge mistake I made today? No, I didn't. What did you do? What did you do? Samir, thoughts on the new Ethermine payout policy? That's I was looking at this. Thanks for bringing that up. Let me see if I could find that. That was that on their Twitter? Let me see if they have it linked here. Is this it? No, I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna find it. No, this is it. I'm in the right spot. So, what is it? You're gonna pay the transaction fee now, unless you use Polygon or something like that. Oh, I shouldn't be talking about this. I can't remember. I remember I saw it on their Twitter, and I was trying to figure out if I need to do anything. Was it on here? Yeah, here it is. Okay, so we're going to get 100% of the MEV reward, so that's cool. So was I in the right spot? Let's see. Minimum payout thresholds be reduced. Payout transaction fee to be paid by the miner. So that's the difference, is that you will now have to pay the transaction fee, and you can set what you want your maximum gas price to be. So that's okay. And then there's something around, I know they have Polygon as a payout option, but that seemed like a lot of, I think this is what I was reading, a lot of hoops to jump through. I mean, there's like Venn diagrams here. I think if you're a smaller miner, this is for you, but for me, I didn't see a benefit because you got to transfer between different networks here, I think, and pay the fees on it. But I could be wrong. I'm not an expert on this. All I know is that if you're like a bigger miner, then probably just stick with what you're doing. Just know you're going to have to pay the transaction fee, but you're going to get some more MEV than you were before. And if you're a smaller miner, if you want more frequent payouts, you might want to look into Polygon. That's what I take out of it, but I don't understand all the ins and outs of how it works. Kevin, support all red animal miners. Thanks, dude. So weird. Patrick, how much power does a RTX card use in Kapow? The one I could think of is the 3070 Ti uses like 250 watts that I've tested. I'm going to do a video probably this week on the 3070 versus 3070 Ti on Kapow and see how they match up. Alex, how many exhaust fans are you running on your grow tent? I am running two 8-inch exhaust fans that are 440 CFM each. Finally got that thing in a good place. Yeah, I think it's time to do some more testing on Raven on all my GPUs. Maybe I'll just do videos just for that, because I think everybody's going to need a place to go to get their GPUs tuned, because there's been a lot more talk about Raven lately. All right, what else, guys? Let me know any questions you got in the chat. I think we covered quite a bit. It's really cool that we got started with this crazy run up in price. I guess I should live stream more often. Samir, is Ravencoin going to reduce the lifespan of the GPUs? I don't think so. I don't see any reason that it would. It's still mining designed within spec. You just got to make sure that your splitters, your risers, power, like all of that stuff is locked in. And what you're using to power that, like if you based your power supply off of the power limited wattage of your GPU while mining Ethereum instead of its full TDP, you may want to revisit that before you mine anything besides Ethereum. Kevin, dude, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. Appreciate the super chat, man. Thanks for being here. What else? What else? Patricio, advice for someone who lives in an apartment and is running out of amps. Might be tough. Maybe find another location. I'm not really sure what you're going to do on there. That is going to be tough. All right, let's see. What else? What else? Are there any questions you guys have up in the chat? Go for a few more minutes here. Yeah, Drowsy YY, really helpful to have a 3070 Ravencoin video. Yeah, dude, I agree. Like, they're just I mean, even me and making videos just all about Ethereum hash rates. When I was making videos, the only ones that I've done Ravencoin on is the 3060 before it got unlocked, and the TI cards that are light hash rate. So I'm gonna have to do some. Just have a nice library. And honestly, to be honest with you guys, the amount of times that I go back and watch my own videos because I can't remember what overclocks and stuff that I decided on, or that lock core clock video I put on for T-Rex miner, I've probably watched myself like 10 times because I can't remember what the settings were. So I guess that's a perk to making videos for myself, is I always have this reference to go back and look on. Oh, man. Do you think proof of stake could get delayed again? I would not be surprised, dude. I just, like, based on the Ethereum developers' history, I would absolutely not be surprised. Would not be surprised. What are YouTubers going to talk about when Ethereum is gone? Dude, anything else. Like, I can't wait and like for Ravencoin to be the most profitable coin, or I can't wait. I want to do a live stream when the halving takes place. Like, people used to do live streams during forks and halvings. Like, that's going to be a lot of fun. like there's something to be said about bear markets and like just exploring with the community and sticking it out together and having fun just with all these different projects. Like you just don't you don't hear anything talked about right now because Ethereum is just dominating. But yeah, I'm looking forward to some of those days. Obviously the profitability I'm not looking forward to dropping, but I'm looking forward to expanding out into all the other cryptocurrencies that are out there and having some fun with the community on them. Is it safe to power GPU risers on SATA? I'm just going to stop reading the rest of that sentence. No, it is not safe to to power GPU risers on SATA on anything. Just go watch this video, please. Here it is. Please watch this video if you're using SATA for your risers. Jeff, you're wiring a new outlet. Please go. Yeah, dude, do 240 volt. You're just going to need to get a PDU, but I just did that. I was running 20 amps like all the time. And I was like, I just need to run a 30 amp and get a PDU. And it's been much easier. And I'm about to probably run another one soon. So I think 240 volt is where you want to go for sure. Samir, I want to know how much riser pulls. Is it up to 75 watts or is it always 75 watts? It's spec'd. The PCIe on a GPU is spec'd to pull 75 watts max. It can pull way less. You can see it if you get hardware info 64. It's a software reading, which seems pretty accurate for NVIDIA GPUs. But if you get this program, hardware info 64, I'll throw it in chat. You can see how much the 12 volt rail, which is the PCIe slot, is pulling. And it all depends on the specific GPU, the algorithm you're mining, the amount of power that GPU is power limited on. But the max it would pull is 75 watts. Though Bitsby Trippin actually have it in the in this video. I have it pinned in this video. BBT, he tests with hardware. I'll throw it in the chat in case you guys want to put it on your watch list. He tests with hardware. He got this really cool meter that I'm super jealous of. Let's see if I can pull it up. I'm not going to get the exact spot, but just to give you guys an idea. Yeah, here it is. This meter, actually, I think I got the exact spot. No, it's on GPU. This will show the riser power that's being pulled. And when he was tested, I think it was the 6900 XT. That thing was pulling 90 watts over the riser. And if you're using SATA, which is only designed for 54 watts, you're gonna have a real bad time if you're pulling 90 over that thing. So yeah, it's spec to pull up to 75. That's what it will call for. It's weird that in Bitsby Trippin's video it pulled even more than that. But you want to make sure the connector you're using is spec to pull that amount of wattage, and just SATA is not, plain and simple. Jeff Weston, speculate, how long will GPU mining exist? Not forever. It won't exist forever, but I think we got a good many years ahead of us. Patricio, give some insight on PCI splitters and requirements. I'm not sponsored or anything, but the ones I like to use are by Deep in the Mines. I'll have links in the description of this video. They have these splitters. What you want to look for with any splitter is the gauge of the cable, which are these, did they say? It says it on the cable. I think they're 18 gauge. Maybe they're the right gauge that you need. Yeah, 18 gauge. I can see it right there. They're 18 gauge cables. So that's number one. Make sure it has good gauge cable. And number two, the pins, which are inside these connectors, those have to be really high quality. And I'll tell you that these are. I've been using them for like 4 years. These are great quality splitters. The ones on Parallel Miner, I'm sure are great as well. I've used their products for many years. I don't know their website. Parallel They even have this, let me see if I can pull it up. They have this really cool 3-way splitter. Kind of nervous to try it, but others in my Discord have gotten it, and it makes sense when you think about the wattage that the cable can pull. But where they advertise this as split from a server power supply, and this could do a riser as well as 2 8-pin plugs on a GPU. So like say a 3070, you could do really one strand and then split it 3 times and power its riser and the GPU all in one. Here, I think they got a photo. Yeah, just like this, which is really cool from a cable management perspective. I haven't tried this yet, and they say that it's used for the new RTX 30 series. It can't be used with an ATX power supply. It's only designed to be used with the server power supplies. Really cool though. Let's see what else. Should I run a battery backup system on my mining rigs? I don't think there's any reason to. That'd probably have to be a pretty big battery. Right. What else? How long have we been going here? Let's see. Hour 16. Go for a little longer. Having some fun with you guys. Haven't live streamed in a while. Let me know any questions you got. Got 100 something people here. Guys, hit the like button if you don't mind. Helps recommend my channel out on the YouTube world. We really appreciate that. Let's see what else. Some stuff you got coming up for me. I got that build video on the 3070 Ti's. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Appreciate that. I'm also going to do a giveaway on one of my 1070 Ti's, one of my OG mining cards. Once I hit 20K in subs, which I'm getting close. I'm at 17.3 as of doing this live stream. So I'll do a giveaway on one of those. And then in my Discord, I do giveaways too of hash power. So I'll mine to your Ethereum address or whatever pool you use with one of my rigs for, 18 hours, a day, whatever I put up there. So hop in there if you're not already. And yeah, just hanging out. Let me know any questions you guys got. Let's check in on these prices. Where are we at? Man, still looking good. Man, that is so nice to see. I don't know where we go from here, guys. I thought like we were gonna cool off and do a bear market. I mean, looking historically, right? Big boom, cool off. Look at this. This is crazy in scale. I don't know where we go from here. It's just been a weird year. Ali, what about using the X16 risers? So you're talking about these ones, right? These guys. I have one for my thermal take test bench that I use, but I haven't tried it. I think this is what you needed for those original 3060 cards that got unlocked by the development driver. So I think if you got these and you could get the right motherboard, you could get a bunch of cards on one of those. But I don't use this for anything else. But this should be spec'd for 75 watts. And it just, I imagine, will pull that power from the motherboard. But I don't know how many you'd be able to get on there. Or if you can get one of these that is also powered. I'm not sure. I've never used one. Would you suggest 3090s? Or is it too much maintenance? They're just cost to 1 mega hash and power usage, not the most efficient cards. I still really, really want one. I haven't got one yet. I just want it to complete my collection at this point, which is crazy to say. I have every 30 series GPU except the 3090. But as far as efficiency, they're just not the most efficient card. I think, what do they get? 120 mega hash for 320 watts, something around there. Whereas 3080 can get 100 mega hash for like 220 watts. So not the most efficient card for mining. All right, guys, what else? What else you got? Let me finish up my drink here. Peacock recommendations for beginner mining frames. Just get a wire rack, man. Just get like a Amazon baker's rack, or from Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever your big box store. Ooh, what did I just search? Yeah, just get like one of these shelves, probably a smaller one. This is what I used at first, when I just had like 4 GPUs, and you could just zip time on there, because otherwise you're looking at like, I'll tell you what, let's see. Don't buy these. Don't buy these things. They're all over the place. They're all from China. These are my favorite. The prices are still wild. I bought these for $30 last bear market. Bought a lot of them. Wish I bought more because I didn't buy enough. These prices are not the worst. They were $300 during the height of this bear market in mining. But you'll know those as either Kingwin or Asterin frames, or more commonly known as Veta frames, which these are what I use for everything. I really like them, and you can stack them. AAA Wave has a good reputation. There's a lot of crypto miners on YouTube that use those. I have not personally used those, though I know one of the cons to it is the cards sit really close to each other, which reduces airflow. I think this is Red Panda is going all these style frames on his whole redo. I'm sure you guys have seen. I still really like the classic Veta frames, work for me. But you just got to get them at the right price. Don't pay $300. I to be honest, I bought a few more because I really needed them when they hit 99, and profits were still so ridiculous that I could pay it off really quick. But it still hurts me, man, seeing them at that price, knowing that I paid $30 for them. But yeah, I would just go wire rack, and then what you can do is, I don't know how to get there, but chump change, XD. If you go over to his channel, oh, there it is. He's got these custom GPU hangers, and they have a Discord you can jump in and order them. And let's see if he's got them here. You can see it'll hang your GPUs. It's made just for these wire racks, and it'll hang your GPUs vertically. They're really, really cool. So you can zip tie them. You can do something really sweet like this, and do that on a wire rack. Have Red Fox Crypto, have you picked up a 3060 Ti light hash rate for testing yet? I have not, and to be honest, I haven't seen like really almost any 3060 Ti's. Even the light hash rates ones up for sale. Even using the bots that I use to try to buy things, just really haven't seen it. K-Spec 3080s are impossible for you to get right now. Yeah, they're really hard. I could not believe I finally got a second one. I had that disaster of the first one with the Gigabyte that I had to replace thermal pads and add thermal pads on, and then I finally got an Asus TUF, which for the first time on a 3080, because the Gigabyte one just couldn't do it, I got over 100 mega hash. So really, really sick. I really would love a 6-card rig of those, but they're just so hard to get. Yeah, StockX had let me check out StockX. It's a good call. They had the 3060 Ti's Founders Editions for relatively decent prices. Let's see if I can get there quick. Yeah, it was lower than this. This is actually much higher, but they were like 749. I want to say, or 7. Yeah. So look, you can see some of these 3060 Ti Founders Editions, which are not light hash rate. We're selling for like 750, which is still, way above MSRP, but MSRP for the Founders Edition, but take into account what MSRP is now for some of the board partner cars, that's not bad. I almost bought some and returned some of my 3070 and 3080 Ti's, but I didn't. FC, can you show us a reference of your tent ventilator? What you're looking for the exhaust fans? I'm not sure exactly what you're looking for. Braxton Bunker, how do I find a good bot to buy GPUs? The two that you want to look for, well, the two that I use, which still may not be the best. One is Stellar, which you can't buy on their website. You know what? Just check out my my video on it. I'll find it for you because it's hard to explain everything right now. I'll throw it in the chat, and that is Stellar. The other one that I've used and I've gotten one GPU on is Nova. I got a 3070 Ti on this. Do they have a site? They do, but it's this one. There we go. I think these guys are really hard to get. They're really hard to get. You got to like find the right discords, get them maybe secondhand. It's just really hard. But those are the two that I run, and I've had the most success with Stellar from both Amazon and Best Buy, and just a little bit with Nova. And just to be clear, I'm not a scalper. I'm just hanging with them so I can get GPUs for mining. So you got to do to compete, right? Feels weird, but here we are. Yeah, my exhaust fan is there's a couple. I'm slowly becoming like the grow tent guy. So there's the 8-inch. There's a variable and a non-variable, which just means you can control the speed of it. So I have two of these sucking the air out of my grow tent. The other ones that you can get are, yeah, it's down here. AC Infinity. They're more expensive, but supposed to be quieter, and they look sick. These are the other fans you can get for exhausts, and essentially both AC Infinity and Vivo Sun. Obviously, they're made for growing plants, but they both work well for mining grow tents. May I know which hot wallet you're using for your all mining pool? By hot wallet, I'm not sure exactly what you mean. I guess in just like an exchange, I'm using Coinbase, paying out all my mining over to Coinbase. Is the LHR light hash rate firmware or hardware based? Any likelihood of it being bypassed at some point? What about when the stock becomes more widely available? Will the artificially low hash rate be removed? So my understanding is that it's driver. It's a handshake between the software, the driver, I think the BIOS, and the silicon. All control it. So do I think progress will be made? Yeah. But I think it's going to be tough. And I'll think about Jay's 2 cents. If you guys watch any of the tech YouTubers, he said something that stuck with me when he was chatting about this. He said everything, what did he say? Everything in the history, something along the lines of everything in the history of all technology that has been unhackable has been hacked. Like that's the truth. Like everything has been cracked that wasn't able to. So I think in time it will. Whether NVIDIA, the other thing that I'm interested in, does there come a point where NVIDIA releases a driver update that unlocks it. I think highly unlikely. They've taken a pretty big stance on this, but who knows what the future brings. Yeah, these FC, those fans, the Vivasar ones, they're loud. I mean, they're not crazy, but I wouldn't want them in my bedroom. I've had no issues mining to Coinbase. I have my payouts threshold set to 0.2 Ethereum, so it pays me out, you know, every few days or so, and I've had no issues. I've been doing that for years, no problem. I know, like, you're not supposed to mine to an exchange. Every exchange might be a little different, but Coinbase has been rock solid for me, and it's really helpful because I have that report in directly using the API to my tax software, so it's just really hands off. What else? Man, going a little extra credit time. I was only going to go for an hour, but just having a lot of fun with you guys. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. Jump in my Discord if you guys want to hang out and chat more after this or any other time. It's becoming a really fun community in there. I'm really enjoying it. Hot wallet, you mean like Coinami or Exodus? Yeah, I mine directly to Coinbase Exchange. The other wallet I really enjoy is Zelcore, which is part of the Flux project. This is where I mine. Actually, I mine my Ravencoin to here. So Zelcore is a sick wallet. I remember when this first came out. It's really cool. So it's got multiple assets on here. And I really recommend this if you need a multi-coin wallet. It runs on definitely iOS, I think Android. I'm sure it says it on this page, and then desktop. And it will sync with all of it, and it will use really good security. So I highly recommend Zelcore. Really, really good. Look at all these currencies that they support. They just add more all the time. And just this project Flux, you guys, I'm not a shill or anything, but I really like it. I really like it. I'm not mining it right now, but I really like it. What tax software do you use? I use coin tracking.info. Yep. Coin tracking.info is what I use. If you guys want to check it out. That's where I export to TurboTax and all that. Jesus is Lord. You're not invisible, man. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Case back from Coinbase to PayPal and PayPal to bank. No, Coinbase right to my bank. When will we be able to buy GPUs? Next year, I think. I think we're, especially if whatever's happening in cryptocurrency, pricing keeps going. I think I think not until next year. It's interesting. Like, I really thought we were just gonna go, down and run out of steam. I mean, Ethereum was dipping pretty good this last week. What did we get down to? Yeah, so it's dipping pretty good. I really thought, let's see. Yeah, I was getting a little nervous around here. I really thought we were just going to run out of steam and keep dipping, and I was really curious at where this whole thing was going to settle at for this bear market. But we've had this little pump here today at the start of the stream that's got me excited. So we'll see what happens. See, what else do you need with that duct fan? Do you need to buy pipes? Yeah, you just buy flexible ducting. And then I send it right out my basement window. Yeah, base raw hardware wallet is definitely the way to go for sure. That's it. That's the end of story. I like using software wallet to just keep maybe like smaller amounts of coins, or that's like interim before I get it to a hardware wallet. And then obviously any of the big exchanges, any exchange can be hacked. And you could look at the history of this over time. I mean, even the biggest exchanges have been hacked at some point, but you know, there's just that ease of being able to cash out and transfer too, but you just got to be mindful of that. Stephen Maynard, amount of ETH dropped, mine dropped per day. Yeah, and AVMS is exactly right on this. The hash rate on the network is climbing again. There it is. Look at this last, let's see, month. We were down to 443 terahash, and we're up to 535 now. So, you know, I think here's a good example of this. That this year is a good scale. I think a couple things. You know, really, this is probably all just related to China. Almost all of this, and so those rigs are coming back online. I wonder what the Bitcoin hash rate is looking like. Because that dipped really far down. Look at that. Went from 180 all the way down to what, 84? So that's coming back up too. So all those, I know you guys probably all saw that video or GIF of all of those Bitcoin miners getting rolled over. But, you know, the reality is they're probably getting shipped overseas or to another country, and they're all that stuff's going to come back online again, especially with these prices. I mean, why wouldn't it? Base Fraud, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you coming to hang out. You have a good rest of your night. Furnace, any particular reason using coin tracking? It's just the one I fell into first, and the prices were really good back in the day, though they are pretty pricey now, I think. Cool, guys. I think I'm going to wrap this one up. Really had a blast hanging with all you tonight. I promise I will do more live streams going forward. I've had a bit of a dry spell. This week, look forward to my 3070 Ti rig build video. I just got to finish up some testing and do some editing, and I'll get that up for all of you. Please, if you're not in there already, hop in my Discord so we can chat either after the stream or anytime you'd like. Here's a link up in the chat. And yeah, guys, that's it. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. You have a great week ahead. I'll see you in the next live stream, the next video. And enjoy this new tune on the way out. Thanks, guys. Peace, everybody.
Proof of work. Proof of work.